Part of the reason that when I was a Jehovah's Witness, I would do everything that I was told. I would knock on doors even though I didn't want to. I would, comment in the meeting, which was so annoying because I had to do homework after school and then I had to study for our weekly meetings, which is 2 meetings each week that we're never allowed to miss. And you prepare a comment so you can raise your hand and say something in there, which was so time consuming. And I try to read my Bible at home and like always do the right thing and blah blah blah. It's not just about your family, you guys. Even though I wanted to please my parents, it's also about you will not have a single friend if you don't do all these things and if you don't appear to be a spiritual person. Especially if you're like a young person like me. If you don't appear to be spiritual, no one's gonna want to be your friend because they're gonna think that you're a bad influence. So you do have to put on the show of like, I'm always in service, I'm commenting, I'm doing the right thing. If you want to have friends, because you're not allowed to be friends with people unless they're a Jehovah's Witness. This is a very strict rule. I know people think that like these rules are just a joke, but when you're a Jehovah's Witness, it's extremely strict. Nobody goes around breaking the rules. Like, and I was in several different congregations, you guys. I was in the English and the Spanish. I met a lot of different brothers and sisters. So I'm not saying stuff based off of a little bit of experience, y'all. I have seen a lot of stuff. I have met a lot of people. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So basically, you guys, when I was in school, I would never even talk to the kids in school. Like, literally, I was so quiet because I knew that I was not allowed to be friends with them. I remember asking my dad to hang out with kids from school, and it was always the same. It was like, no. So at a certain point, I gave up and I was like, I know that I can't be friends with these people. So you're only allowed to be friends with people in the congregation, even if there's just a bunch of old people, which that happens a lot, then you just have to be friends with old people and you have nothing in common with them. And like I said, if you don't put on a good performance, like you're a monkey in a circus, like literally, like you're a performance of you being trying to be perfect and be spiritual, you're not gonna have friends, dude. People are gonna gossip about you. Like, it's a very judgmental religion, dude. Like, like I can't explain that enough. They don't just judge people who aren't witnesses. You get judged really hard, even with if you're a witness by other witnesses. Like, it's like feeling like you're constantly under scrutiny and attack, really.